Yo, so here's the deal. I went to work 8 days in a row, so this video is actually 8 days later than I even posted my last video. So we're looking almost 2 weeks since I've been in the garage to do any kind of work. And yes, I'm talking funny. I bit my tongue, bit the shit out of it, so don't worry about what I'm doing here. So last night on my way home, stopped at my brother's house, picked up my engine stand so we can get that engine put on the stand, pulled out here, spray it down with the pressure washer. I'm ready to pull the, I'm ready to swap the hatch from my car to that car, put that hatch on my car, but I have to install the backup camera and the brake light pulser, the high mount brake light, then I can swap them over. So that's a little bit of what's going to happen before lunch, I guess. So we're gonna swap that hatch. We're going to put that on the engine stand, got to assemble the engine stand, and then this afternoon we're going to pull the Impreza out, park it outside, get that out back inside so we can start taking that engine, start disconnecting everything on that engine so we can get it ready to get it out of there. So that's exciting stuff. We're getting there. We're making some ground. So I'm going to put you on the tripod here and we're going to get this engine stand going. Let me unload it from the car real quick. So as you can see, there's a whole bunch of stuff in the back here. Stuff that I've left in my brother's storage shed when I moved out of that place. So I figured I should probably get it out of his storage shed. I had been in there long enough. All right, so these are the back wheels. This is the front wheel. And it is the top piece. Here we go. I think I'm going to have like a Craigslist yard sale pretty soon with all the junk that I don't need that I got out of my storage shed up, my brother's storage shed up there. So this is how we do this. Boom. I'm not sure if you can even see that. All right, so this one bolt holds all the legs together, which is good. Dang, hand tools? When do you ever see me use hand tools? Power everything. Okay, she's good. Now that being said and done, there we go. We've got our engine stand. I'll just jack that back up, mate these two up right here, put the engine on here after I take off the, I don't know, what is that called? The flex plate? Okay, I'm gonna turn on time lapse. Okay, so there you go. Engine on the engine stand. She's a dirty girl. Notice we got a rear main seal leak right there. This side looks pretty clean. We're going to replace the valve cover gasket on this side, the head gaskets, the rear main seal obviously, and I'm assuming this O-ring that seals up right here is probably leaking, as well as the valve cover gasket. So we're going to replace those as well. And when we open up the timing here, we will see if it needs a front main seal as well. I'm going to order it, but if it's not leaking, I probably won't replace it. I don't know, maybe I will. I don't like how it's sitting crooked. I'm going to fix that real quick. That is more or less how it should be sitting. Okay, that's how it's gonna sit. So let's get this out here so we can get it sprayed off. There. What you know about that? Yeah, what you know about that? Look at that thing. Just look at it. So, got it all cleaned up. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and catch my breath. That's what I'm going to do. I think the next thing I need to do is swap that hatch right away so I can get that car pulled out, get the Outback in, and then I can put the hoist over there in front of the Outback, so clear up some space here. I can get these rims taken out to the shed until I figure out what's going to happen with those. I can start taking this apart, seeing what else I'm going to need for it. But like I said, I think just the head gaskets, valve cover gaskets, front and rear main seal, and, well, obviously the water cooler bypass O-rings, and then the O-ring for the oil filler neck. I didn't see a whole lot leaking from the oil pan, so I don't think it needs oil pan gasket. So yeah, I guess next thing we're going to do is, after I swap the hatch, we'll drain all the fluids, the rest of the fluids out of this, the oil. I didn't even drain the oil yet. We'll drain the oil, the rest of the coolant that's in there, and we'll take off those timing covers and see what the timing looks like in there, and if it needs a front main seal. That way we know whether we're going to buy one or not when we get all the rest of the stuff. That being said, we'll get some stuff cleaned up here, get the pressure washer put away, get my car pulled in, swap the hatch real quick, and we'll go from there. Wow, I guess I must not have been recording, or maybe it cut off early. But I pulled this car in. I took off all the panels to get the hatch released, took all the hatch off, took everything apart. I'm ready to pull it off right now. You can see I got this and this. Got the other hatch ready to go on. I just got to connect the wires for the camera and whatnot. But look at the filth on this hatch. Just the sheer amount of dirt that sits on it. And I'm not blaming a single person because that's all behind all the panels. But it is, I don't know how to say it nicely. So it's not the previous owner's fault, but it is. That being said, it really doesn't matter. Because this new one, look at this. Look at that. There is not a speck of dirt. But really, it'd be really hard to find that dirt going behind the panels. So I don't blame the previous owner for that dirt. But look at this. There's no dirt on this one. I'm super psyched. So yeah, cool. All right, almost quitting time. Back on the recording phone that I let die. Got it charged back up, but already at the end of the day. Well, the end of my work day. But new hatch. You can tell it's new because it's got the emblems on it, which I will peel again because I like the look of just a plain old blank back. Only the Subaru emblem. Yeah. So I put my hatch handle on there because it already had the camera in it. But that being said, it's new glass with defroster lines that aren't messed up and repaired. So beautiful. Yeah, how do you like that? So I'm going to finish putting away my parts, cleaning those up. Then I'm going to move the truck out of the way, move that piece out, and get the Outback in. But that's not going to happen today. Today I'm done. We have dinner at the grandparents' house. So I'm going to go inside, get the dogs fed, get ready myself, clean up a little bit, and then call it a day. But tomorrow we'll be back in here bright and early because I'm going to clean up my area, do what I just said, take the Impreza out, put the Outback in, and probably take some of this stuff out to the storage shed since I don't need to deal with it right now. It'll be dealt with later on. So for the time being, it can go hang out in the storage shed. No biggie there. Now that the Outback's going to be in the garage, I'm going to have a little more time. I can take it a little easier. I don't have to rush. I was just rushing to get this car out of the garage because, you know, extra room, extra cars. We don't need that. Already have enough cars, so we need to get this one out of here. So I'm gonna call in at Steinfab Garage and see if he wants to take this car up to the motherland and store it in case we need parts for the future here. If not, I'm just gonna load it up with metal and take it to the recycling yard, let them and scrap it, make a little bit of money on it. Probably no more than $100 because there's not much weight to it, but anything, you know, anything is something. Anything helps. I still have to, now that I'm gonna have a little more time, I gotta do a rear brake job for my barber's wife on the Discovery that you saw before, and I'll have another little B-roll of that because they got an upgrade since it's been in the Toy-Box garage last. So that's all coming up. We've got content for the days. So I'm gonna call it a day here. Take a pause and watch this video real quick. Wherever it is, right here. Watch this video. It's the last one where I went and picked that car up. Crazy. Fun times though. And sit tight. We'll be back in the morning and we'll continue where we left off. All right.